What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. I thought I'd show you this video from the other day of just getting back from Seattle, going off about 4 hours of sleep, and I've only really eaten a piece or two of barbecue chicken pizza, but I wanted to try something different and test my openers for this yet to be determined powerlifting meet that I'm going to do. Now, typically for your opener, you go with a weight that's heavy, but you know for sure you can hit. So I wanted to start on squats, and I'm going to do it in the typical order of a powerlifting meet, which is squat, bench, deadlift. So I'm going for 460 pounds here, and you might just want to notice that the clips on here are worth 2.5 pounds each, so it adds an additional 5 pounds. So 460, and my goal here is to get just below parallel. I'm not worried about going any deeper than that, and in this case I don't hit that. To me, I get just parallel on this one, just barely, so it's something I want to work on. So what I decided to do is just go ahead and try it again, and I wanted to try to get deeper, and I felt in my mind like I was, but based off of watching this, it actually looks like I'm a bit higher here. Now, it also doesn't help that I'm filming from an angle, both in the way that I'm shooting, and it's not straight up and down and even with where my thighs would be, so I'm going to try to film this better going forward, but definitely need to work on that depth a little here. I'm then also going to work on my bench form a little bit, and again, the angle here kind of plays it off a little. I'm trying to work on getting my grip a little bit closer, get a better arch, a tighter feel on the bench, as well as tuck my elbows. And it doesn't really look like I'm tucking my elbows here, but I am. And I wanted to pause on my chest for a second because obviously you have to wait for the command to lift, or press in this case. So this is 300 pounds. I wanted to go ahead and do it again. Again, I'm still working on this, and this is why I'm filming it, and this is why I'm practicing before I actually know when my meet is, just because I want to get used to doing this. Now in this case, again, it looks like my elbows are flared out a little bit too much, so I need to work on tucking them in. And again, I should probably go ahead and get a spotter on this because I think that's hindering me a little bit mentally as far as what I want to do. But pause and press, and I actually struggled on this one, but again, I have plenty of excuses to make anyway, so I'm sure you guys don't want to hear them. So moving on to deadlifts. Now for this, I'm actually trying a hook grip. This is the second workout I've ever used a hook grip. This is for 500 pounds. And I definitely have a good strong grip with it, but it just doesn't feel right. I'm not used to it yet, but 500 goes up pretty easy. And since I've done 2 lifts of each of the other 2 things, squats and bench, I decided to do another lift here, but in this case, I bumped it up to 520 pounds. And again, using the hook grip here, so double overhand, obviously, as you can see, and a pull. Also need to work on my form and my setup on this a little bit, but 520 goes up pretty easy too. So those would be my openers ideally, maybe bump up a little bit on the deadlifts, but the opener totals ends up being 1,280 pounds, which is decent for me, but just wanted to let you guys know what I'm working on. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay big.